college football. Saturday slate begins noon Eastern. Top 10 tussle between Penn State and Ohio State. Buckeyes get defensive nightmare Chase Young back. 2-game suspension for him. He's back in the lineup as the Buckeyes looking to finish their season strong. 3:30 Eastern, A&M, Georgia meeting for the first time since the Aggies joined the SEC, and the Dogs have already clinched the East, but they need a win to stay in the playoff hunt. 7 Eastern ESPN, top-ranked LSU hosting Arkansas in the first game for the Hogs since firing head coach Chad Morris. Tigers need a win in either of their final 2 games to lock up the SEC West. Primetime ABC, speaking of the West, Arizona State hosting number 6 Oregon. Ducks looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. Sun Devils, meanwhile, have lost 4 straight. They have to win one of their final 2 games to qualify for a bowl game. Speaking of qualified, to Athens we go. That's where we find this man, one of the voices of SEC Nation. Paul Finebaum joining us.
Paul!
There it is. You said, Paul Finebaum, you were out on the Pac-12. I'm out on the Pac-12 and their playoff hopes here, especially after Oregon lost to Auburn. Where do you stand with them now?
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I may have been wrong about something, Randy. That was premature. Of course, I said it on August 31st. Oregon's back, and they've got a legitimate shot. All they have to do is win out, and then they get into the great debate. Is it Oregon, or if Alabama gets past Auburn next week, is it Alabama or maybe an outlier? But right now, the Oregon Ducks are alive, and thank me for presenting their exorcism. I brought them back to life.
There it is, Paul Finebaum. Let's get, speaking of a great debate, whether or not Nick Saban should have played Tua Tagovailoa as much as he did a week ago. So now the quarterback depth chart in Tuscaloosa is a little thinner. How should Coach Saban handle Mac Jones now against Western Carolina today?
Here we go again. I would let Mac Jones play, and I would let him play until he's comfortable. He is the most critical player on that team right now. Not today. Listen, Randy, you could probably score a couple of touchdowns against Western Carolina, but next week against Auburn, Mac Jones is going to be the most marked man on the field. There's a great debate among the Vox Populi where Alabama just needs to beat Auburn, which usually is enough, or it needs to beat them badly. But Mac Jones needs to show that he is capable of leading Alabama into the playoffs.
All right, Paul Finebaum, Professor Finebaum going Latin here on a Saturday morning. So office hours wrap up here now with your one playoff contender, Paul, who is most on upset alert today. Who is that?
Yeah, I was leaning toward Oregon, but then again, since I've just brought them back from the dead, I don't want to upset their inner soul. So I'm going with where I am right now, and it's not because of anything happening early in the morning. It's because of what's going to be happening later. There's a big front moving in here, and rain is going to greet both teams at kickoff, and it's going to be torrential. That is the great equalizer. Jimbo Fisher is also due for a big outing. I'm not predicting an outright win for A&M, but I think it could be very close.
All right, the last time that SEC Nation was there, it was raining, and the Dogs lost to South Carolina. Paul Finebaum, SEC Nation, 10 a.m. Eastern. But before that, you're going to see him with us and his picks for today. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Also coming up on this program, because we're listening to Paul's warning, what Georgia must do at Ohio State. Now, according to the All-State Playoff Predictor, the second-ranked Buckeyes have an 86% chance to make the college football playoff. That's right now. They win today, it jumps to 95%. No, you lock it up. And in the ABC primetime game, it's the 6th-ranked Oregon Ducks taking on the Fighting Herms, Arizona State. Now, look, the Ducks, they need to win out just to keep their playoff hopes alive. According to our Football Power Index, there's a 49% chance that the winning out thing actually happens.
All right.
Wake up. Congratulations. You made it to the weekend officially. Randy and Nicole, we're on your TV.
Yeah, hey, how about this in the NBA? You're down 5, you got a minute to go. A lot of teams would panic. A lot of teams don't have the Clippers' big 3. No. That's right. I said 3. Because you know about... Yes, thank you. Way to jump in. You read ahead.
I didn't. I'm just guessing.
Teacher, you didn't assign our homework. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, they went for 47 in his last game, did the beard, and here he's sharing it. Thabo Cephalosha, bottoms, knocks down a 3. 12 dimes in this one for James Harden. Now second quarter, doubled again. Clippers knock it loose, back to the beard, back to the bottom of the net. A 3 for Harden, who would then be doubled in the corner. So, listen, LA had a plan. The problem was he has running mates, does Harden. Westbrook to Capella. James, what'd you think of the doubles?
He's been running double teams at me. I've never seen that in an NBA game where you got really good defenders and you got other guys just running, a person at the top of the key at me. Like, Y'all let me know when the last time y'all seen that.
We will get research on it. Clippers double teams continuing to be successful. Rockets leading by 1. Harden, 2 guys on him, knocks down the 3 and the foul. He's the 4th player in NBA history to score 600 points within the first 16 games of a season. Wilt, Rick Barry, Michael Jordan, James Harden. That's the list. Finished with 37. Under a minute and a half to play. Clippers are down 6. 90 seconds left. Lou Williams was scoreless in the first half. Second half, he came alive, knocked down that 3. Here, though, back comes Brody. It's Russell Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Rockets lead back up to 5. Out of a Clipper timeout. It was Montrezl Harrell said, we feel like we're never out of a game. Well, it helps when you have a trio of Lou Williams, Paul George, who hit that 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Clippers down just 2-19 for George. Clint Capella shot, blocked. Leonard, George, Williams. I mean, this is your closing group. Look how open Williams is. A 3 for him, 4th player in the last 50 seasons to have 25 points in a game after being scoreless in the first half. Harden makes 2 free throws. Clippers down 1, 20 seconds to play. Who else? Kawhi, Leonard, Doc Rivers said all he needs is an inch, and he got it. Here, Harden to Westbrook did not get that. Took 22 shots to get his 22 points. 1-point lead for the Clippers. George would hit 2 free throws, so still a 1-possession game. The inbound's going to go to the Beard, who's absolutely swarmed. He didn't like double teams. How do you feel about a triple team? He's stripped from Kawhi. Second game this week, he's ended with a defensive stop. Clippers win. Paul George talked about it.
I think the beauty in this team is we don't care who gets the shots. If we attract double teams, we're going to make plays out of it. So myself, Lou, Kawhi, I mean, anytime they put 2 on us, we're looking to make the right plays. And that's the beauty of this team. Like, nobody cares, who's getting the shots down the stretch or who's getting the looks. Well, you just got a group of guys that just want to win, and that's all that matters.
Paul George on the unselfishness of clutch time. Kawhi and George, listen, they don't sleep on Lou Will, and you shouldn't either. Scoreless at halftime, 0 for 4 shooting, and 4 turnovers. And then the second half happened. 26 points, 9 of 12 shooting, 0 turnovers. 12 of those points coming in the 4th quarter alone.
I think it was like date week for the Lakers and the Thunder.
Oh, yeah?
That's the second time they're playing this week. Early in the first, Lakers down 4. LeBron to Anthony Davis. I give to you, you dunk it. Nice little pass from LeBron. Lakers down 2, and then payback. Because now it's Davis to LeBron, and LeBron gets the dunk. Lakers down 1. It was 12-11. 2.5 to go in the first half. Rajon Rondo throws it to LeBron. LeBron gets it to Kentavious Caldwell. Pope buzzer feeder. How about that for a 27-footer? Caldwell Pope finished with 17 points. The Lakers were down 1 at the break. Nice. 3rd quarter, Lakers starting to pull away. Lakers up 10. Check this out. In transition, Davis tips it to LeBron. Watch AD. He doesn't even look. Nope. Lakers up 12. Now also in the 3rd, up 10. LeBron, Davis 3. LeBron had 10 assists. He's had 10 assists as well. 7 straight games. The longest streak by a Laker since Magic Johnson, 1991. 4th quarter, Lakers up by 4. They led by as many as 15 in this one. What happened there, Rajon Rondo? That looked like a kick to the groin area of Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, and the Schroeders.
Here's the thing. LeBron says he doesn't think it called for an ejection, but it was a flagrant 2, and Rondo was ejected.
Flagrant 2, all right.
I'm not going to touch it. 3 minutes to play. Lakers up 1. LeBron misses, gets the rebound, finds a deep corner 3. 33 points, 11 rebounds for Anthony Davis. He made the 3 throws there, 4-point play, and the Lakers are now at 5. Thunder did not go away, though, and Chris Paul, 18 points. Davis free throws, last chance for the Thunder. They're down 3. Danilo Gallinari inbounding, and there's your steal. That's the ceiling of the game as well. LeBron, 23 points, 14 assists, 6 rebounds. The Lakers win 131-27, NBA best 13-2. The Lakers shot 10 of 14 from 3 off LeBron's passes. And it's the first time in his Lakers career, the 7th time overall, that he has assisted on 10 threes. Anthony Davis, big benefactor here because he tied his career high with 4 threes, all of which were assisted by LeBron. LeBron has assisted on 46 Davis baskets this season. That is the most assists from one player to another in the NBA this year. And LeBron is averaging an NBA best 11.3 assists per game. He has a chance to join Steve Nash as the only players in NBA history to lead the lead in assists at age 35 or older. More NBA on the way in just a little bit, including the big scare in Boston for Kemba Walker, stretchered off and taken to the hospital. What we know about him this morning coming your way in minutes.